Hey, so we're here at the Fizz conference here in Michigan, and we ran into some people that are new best friends. They're from Rochester, New York, and they have a lot of things in common with Crosswinds, besides the fact that they're from a town called Rochester. And this is Bob. Just met Bob this morning at the hotel. Your church is how old, Bob?
We're a 12-year-old church, Lakeshore Community Church. It's a non-denominational community church, and we're a church of about 700 right now. We have 2 services on a Sunday, and we have been in our building for 3 years now. Prior to that, we were in a bar, a ballroom, a junior high, a high school, and dragging 2 trailers around with an old beat-up Toyota pickup truck.
Yeah, you're ahead of us. We didn't have a Toyota, but we got a Suburban and something else, a big old boom truck or something that's pulling our trailers. But you guys were a mobile church for 10 years,
Yes.
And you made a very difficult decision when you grew to about 400, what you were going to do. You bought some land,
Right.
And you made a real difficult decision about whether or not to build. And tell us about how your church wrestled with that.
Well, I mean, we had several stewardship campaigns, first to buy the land and then to buy the building, and the building was almost a year process. I think we started around September of 2003, so it was about 9 months, I guess. And obviously when you build a building, there's a lot of things that you don't realize until you're in the midst of it, such as dealing with the town and extra expenses and all that sort of thing. But we used a lot of volunteer labor to complete our building.
Yeah, we kind of likened it into buying a house. You know, when you're a young couple and you buy your first house, you scrape every single dollar to get into that house. And
So when you just took that step of faith to build a church, you were a church of about 400, and how has God blessed your ministry since you took that step of faith and built, and why?
Once we had a building, we're no longer that goofy church that met in a high school auditorium. You know, we had a face in the community, and you know, you get a lot of people who come and visit, and you'll experience a burst of growth when that happens, because you've got that face in the community. Some people will stick, some people won't, but now we're finding that we've become more stabilized. People are comfortable with us in their community, and you know, people see that church, they drive by it all the time on their way to work, and they say, hey, you know what, when they're starting to sense the need for God in their life, they know that they have a friendly place that they can come visit. So our focus is highly on evangelism, reaching out to the lost. And our Sunday morning services are highly targeted towards a seeker, and so we want to have that face in the community, because we live in the largest suburb in Rochester, which is about 90,000 people, a town called Greece, and we want people in Greece to know that we're there for them, and they can learn about the Bible, and we're not going to water it down, and at the same time we're going to hit topics that are relevant for them, and use the Bible to answer it for them.
Would you do it again? I mean, or would you rather? Do you wish you would have stayed in your portable location?
I think we have no regrets at all for what we've done.
Aside from growth, what did it do like for the arts?
I mean,
because obviously you had to rehearse in a different space than the space you were performing in.
Yes, I now have a basement back again.
We rehearse in a basement too. So. Gosh, we are like brothers.
But you know, the whole setup thing. I mean, the idea of getting early on Sunday morning. We still get there early, but there's not that rush to get things done. And oh my goodness, this isn't working. And oh, we forgot this. And you know,
we have no idea what the not working thing's all about.
No,
what's he talking about?
Where'd that come from? What do you mean? Something's going wrong. The stress and the strain. I mean, you know, you're just finishing setting up, and you're sweating, and you're ready to lead worship, and your mind is all the way over there. The tech guys are able to do things that they weren't able to do before, because they can now be creative. It's not just plug this in, and run and go. They have the opportunity to be creative with the lighting, with the sound, with the video. It's great. I mean, we're now rehearsing where we're going to be playing. We could set things up in advance, and it's
drama alone. Just being able to rehearse in the place where they're actually going to have the drama be able to, set up your props and to do all that, it's just made a big difference too.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I promised you I'd only take 5 minutes, and we've been talking about 10, and things are going to happen in 3. So thanks much, you guys.
Murph, thank you.
Really appreciate
Murph.
you guys talking
Our
with
pleasure.
us.
Our pleasure.